Hey there and welcome. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on the simple, everyday secrets to living a long and healthy life. And you know what? Forget all those complicated routines and expensive fads. We're going to dive deep into the wisdom that's hidden in something we do every single day: eating.
So, when you think about living to be 100, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably pricey supplements, maybe some super intense workout plan. We just assume longevity is something you have to buy or fight for. But what if I told you the real answer is way simpler, and it's literally sitting right in front of you?
That's right. The actual key to a long life, it's not found in some fancy health food store or a high-tech gym. It's in your food. It's that simple. We're so often sold on this idea that health has to be complicated and expensive, but the truth is simple, and it is powerful. So let's explore how to make that simple truth a part of our everyday reality.
All right, let's jump into our first commandment, and this one targets what is maybe the most common mistake in our modern world. We have got to stop eating until we're completely stuffed. This is all about giving your body some much-needed breathing room.
You know, I love this analogy. Just think of your digestive system as this incredibly fine-tuned machine. When you're constantly overeating, you're basically forcing that machine to run at maximum capacity, all day, every day. And that doesn't just process food, it actually accelerates the wear and tear on your entire body. You're literally overdrafting your life energy.
And the consequences of that overdraft, well, they're pretty serious. We're not just talking about feeling a little bloated after dinner. This habit is a direct path to chronic issues like obesity and diabetes. It also makes your heart pump way harder and pulls a ton of blood flow away from your brain just to deal with the food in your gut, which, by the way, is exactly why you feel so sluggish and sleepy after a huge meal. And you know the old saying, an unsettled stomach leads to restless sleep? It's absolutely true.
So what's the fix? Well, it's not some miserable restrictive diet. It's actually a pretty simple mindful practice. The whole goal is to master the art of feeling 70% full. This is that perfect sweet spot where your body feels satisfied and energized, but not strained.
So how do we actually do it? Well, first, you have to learn to listen to your body's real signals. The second you think to yourself, you know what, I'm not hungry anymore, that's your cue. That's when you stop. Don't wait for that I'm stuffed signal. Next, here's a great little psychological trick. Just use smaller plates. Your eyes see a full plate, and your brain immediately registers abundance and satisfaction. It makes you feel full with less food. It really works. And third, try starting your meal with a light soup or a big glass of water. It gently creates a sense of fullness, so you naturally end up eating less.
Okay, so we've covered how much we eat. Now, let's talk about what we're actually tasting. This brings us to our second rule, and it's all about resisting that modern temptation for super intense, overpowering flavors.
Let's just be honest with ourselves for a second. Are you one of those people who needs food to be extra salty, or super sweet, or incredibly oily to really enjoy it? If you are, hey, no judgment. But while your taste buds might be having a party, your internal systems are probably sending out an SOS. And this really gets to the heart of the issue. We've just gotten used to masking the true taste of our food with all these layers of salt, sugar, and oil. The key here is to shift our focus back, to start appreciating the original, subtle, and honestly, the complex flavors of the ingredients themselves. And believe me, the price we pay for these intense flavors is steep. Too much salt is an invisible killer. It drives up your blood pressure, and it's really hard on your kidneys. High sugar literally makes your skin age faster. Through a process called glycation, it basically makes your skin stiff and less elastic. And all that heavy oil can make your blood thick and sticky, which can clog your arteries and set the stage for heart disease.
But here's the good news. You can totally retrain your palate. Start by swapping out some of that salt for aromatic things like garlic, ginger, or a good squeeze of lemon, and become a label detective. I know, it might seem like a chore at first, but checking for hidden sodium and sugar quickly becomes a really empowering habit. Most importantly, just do it gradually. Cut back a little at a time. In about 2 weeks, your taste buds will adapt, and I promise you'll start discovering this whole new world of flavor in natural foods that you never even knew was there.
And that brings us to our third and final commandment. Now, this one isn't so much about what you eat, but what you do, or more accurately, what you don't do right after you finish your meal.
Oh man, we all know this feeling, right? You finish a great meal, the food coma hits, and the only thing on your mind is collapsing on the sofa and scrolling through your phone. Well, that post-meal paralysis is a huge, huge mistake for your long-term health.
See, when you lie down right after eating, you're pretty much sending an open invitation for acid reflux.
Your metabolism slows down to a crawl, and all those calories you just ate are way more likely to be stored as fat, especially around your belly. And if you take a nap right after a meal, you often wake up feeling even more tired. That's because all your body's energy is stuck in your gut, not your brain.
So let's build a new habit, a post-meal ritual. First, the 30-minute rule. Just stay upright for at least half an hour. Do the dishes, tidy up the kitchen, whatever works. Second, embrace the idea of the 100 steps walk. This is not about breaking a sweat, it's just a gentle, leisurely stroll to help your body digest properly. And third, just have a conversation. Chatting with family or friends is such a pleasant way to stay active, and it's a great mood booster too. And hey, this isn't some brand new idea. This is timeless folk wisdom. It's been passed down for generations for a very, very good reason, because it actually works. So as we start to wrap this up, let's try to reframe these 3 rules. Don't think of them as restrictions. Think of them as the single most powerful gift you can give to your future self.
Because that's the real secret, isn't it? True, lasting health isn't something you can buy in a bottle or get from a magic pill. It's something you build, one meal at a time, day after day, through small, consistent, and mindful choices.
So let's just put it all together one last time. Our first commandment, don't overeat, is all about relaxing your stomach by mastering that 70% full feeling. The second, don't overflavor, is about cleansing your blood vessels by getting back to the original taste of food. And the third, don't be lazy, is about reigniting your metabolism just by moving a little after your meals. 3 simple commandments, 3 incredibly powerful goals. You know, the most empowering part of all this? You don't have to wait. You don't need to go buy anything or sign up for some program. Your journey toward a longer, healthier life can begin with your very next meal. The choice is yours, and you can make it right now.